Hey, what's going on today? Today I'm gonna record multiple vlogs today. It is kind of cold out today. It's like 47 degrees, and I probably should have worn like something thicker than this windbreaker, but I'm an idiot, so I just decided to wear this. But I'm probably gonna pop out in the coat that I bought, a while ago, eventually in one of these vlogs, because I want to wear it and I still haven't got to wear it. But anyways, today we're gonna talk about multiple things, but in this video I'm gonna talk about leadership, because leadership, like I say in the beginning of every vlog, very important. Anything I speak on these vlogs, very important. So leadership. So Inky, let me talk about Inky Johnson, man. He talks about leadership. Inky Johnson, you guys know, I've mentioned him multiple times. Let me give you a little bit of background information on him. He was, if you didn't know, he was supposed to go to the NFL. He grew up in a place called Kirkwood, which is like a place in Atlanta. It's like a neighborhood in Atlanta, and it's one of the worst neighborhoods in Atlanta. Drugs, violence, all kinds of stuff around there. And he grew up in a 2-bedroom home with 14 people. He used to sleep on the floor with roaches and rats. And yeah, all his uncles were drug dealers, or all that. They would be locked up in prison, all that terrible situation. And so Inky, he decided that he wanted to go to the NFL so he can change the situation for his family. He did not want to live that way that they were living forever. He did not want to be confined to that kind of living. So he said, I want to go to the NFL. And so he started training to go to the NFL. And when he was, and on his path to the NFL, he ended up going to this high school called Crim High School. Crim High School was ranked like one of the lowest performing public schools in the entire state of Georgia, not just the city of Atlanta, but the entire state of Georgia, Crim High School. And everyone was telling him, man, nobody goes to college from Crim High School. The dropout rate was higher than the graduation rate in that school. And that's where he went. But he wanted to go to D1 and get drafted, but he went to Crim High School. And everyone was telling him, man, you can't go to college from Crim High School. Like, that, you can't do that. Nobody can do that. Nobody goes to college from Crim High School. The dropout rate is higher than the graduation rate. Don't go to Crim. He ended up going there anyways. And so what happened was, when he was in Crim, after his first year, he got an offer to another school, which is one of the top schools for football. And his parents transferred him. They said, Inky, we're transferring you from this place. You got a scholarship to this school. And they said, you complete the rest of your high school career here, and they'll guarantee you a scholarship to Georgia, which was a D1 school, exactly what he wanted. But for some reason, Inky Johnson, he didn't want to go to that school. He didn't want to go to that other high school that was guaranteeing him a scholarship to a D1 school if he were to just play the years out. And everyone's looking at him like, bro, like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you not want to go there? You say you want to go D1, and Crim High School is one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia. Why do you want to stay at Crim High School? And so his parents ended up transferring him anyways. They didn't give him a choice. They transferred him. They thought they knew what was best for him, which is not always the case. Our parents don't always know what's best for us. They think, yes, they have experience, but that does not mean they always know what's best for us. But in the long run, it was not what was best for him. But we're gonna get to that. So they transferred him. In his first year at that school, he got an injury that ended his season. After that injury, he asked his parents, can you please transfer me back to Crim High School? And so everyone's asking him, why do you want to go back to Crim High School so badly? The place where the dropout rate is higher than the graduation rate. Why do you want to go back there so bad? You have a guaranteed scholarship right here, and you want to go back to Crim High School and nobody goes to college. It doesn't sound like it makes any sense. But he was begging him. He said, please transfer me back there. I need to go back there. So they transferred him back to Crim High School. He ended up getting a scholarship out of Crim High School to the University of Tennessee. And the reason, this is his reason, and that's why I talk about leadership. This is his reason for doing that, for him wanting to go back to Crim High School. He had little cousins that slept on those same floors with him in that house. The 2-bedroom home, 14 people. He had little cousins who looked up to him, who was watching him every day. And he wanted to set the example for those little cousins, to show them that, yes, we came from an environment where dudes get killed, where there's violence, there's drugs everywhere all around us, where apparently he was in a situation where a dude stuck a gun to his face on Christmas and snatched all the gifts and all that, robbed his house of the gifts, all that. He wanted to show his little cousins, yes, this is where we came from, but you are not confined to this. You do not have to end up dead or in prison. You do not have to end up in this situation. I am going to show you that I'm going to Crim High School, one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia. I will get a scholarship from this school and go to the NFL, and I will show you all that this is possible, so then you can feel that this is possible for you too. That is what he says leadership is. You're setting the example for people to follow. You're setting the precedent. That's what he did. He set that precedent, and those little cousins ended up, they didn't go to the NFL. They ended up going into the military and stuff like that, and they all did their own stuff, right? But they did not end up in selling drugs or in prison or dead or anything like that, just like how everyone did for the most part who came from that neighborhood. And that was the point, because if he had not set that example for his little cousins, they would have probably ended up doing one of those things. So that's the point here. That's what leadership really is. You got to set the example for other people. You got to set the precedent. And that's one of my main things is with me and this YouTube stuff. People around me aren't doing YouTube like that. I mean, well, at least they weren't before I started it. Let's just say that. Let's say as soon as I say I want to do YouTube and I start actually showing people with results, all of a sudden a lot of other people are starting to do YouTube as well. And I'm not mad to see that. You know, I would love to inspire people to do YouTube, and that's exactly the point of me doing it, is to inspire someone else and to show someone else, especially people who know me personally. Because if you know me personally, you know I'm not someone special. I have no edge over any other man. I'm just a regular guy, and I'm making videos, and I'm getting success from it. And so they should feel empowered by that, because I'm just a regular person, but I'm doing great things, you know, as a regular guy, as someone, especially the people who know me personally. Like, I'm not special. The difference between me and someone who does not accomplish goals is that I am ambitious, and I have this burning desire to succeed, and I have this burning desire to get this stuff done. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. That burning desire takes me onto a whole nother dimension of achievement. And so that's what I'm trying to show everyone with this stuff, is that I can do this. That means you can do this too. Nobody's willing to go as far as I was willing to go. I've only known one man who's willing to do the same things that I did, and he was just in the other video. He's the only other person I've known who's done the kind of things that I was willing to risk for this, because him and I are on the same, we're on the same frequency. We have these same goals and ideas that we want to achieve. The same mindset, the same stuff I'm telling you, that man could be saying the same stuff to you. Okay, so I'm putting myself out there. I literally dropped out. I quit my job, and I did that because I wanted this to happen, and I need to show someone else that yes, you can do this and you can still make it, and actually it can benefit you. Doing those things can actually benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did that for a specific reason. I want to show the people, especially the people that know me, I want to show you that you can do this. You can do anything. And so I'm taking that first step. I'm doing what no man would do. I'm doing what no one would dare to do. So I can show you. I'll take the first step. Let me be the one who goes in first. You know, you play Call of Duty and you let a man walk into a room to bait that man to see if there's an enemy there. That's me. I'm the bait. I'm the one going out there first into uncharted waters, doing some stuff that nobody's ever tried before. But the thing is, I will not drown. I'm not going to drown. I'm going to swim. I'm going to make it. And I'm going to be the first one to do it. And then I'm going to say, hey, everyone is safe over here. Like, you can come along. You can do this too. That's what I'm doing. That's what leadership is. Setting the precedent, setting the example for others to follow by. Okay? So start to think about that. Think about how you can lead the people that you care about, the people that you want to set the example for. Maybe you got a little brother, little sister. I don't know. You can even set example for someone who's even older than you. It really doesn't matter. Your friends, anyone, your family, anyone that you care about. How can you set the example for them? Go far with it, man. Be willing to take a risk, and they're gonna see how it pays off. Okay, that's gonna be this leadership vlog. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.